When did a 1% move in the market become a major catastrophe? What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update. And when did a 1% move become such a travesty? I mean, if you listen to the networks today, you would have thought the world was coming to an end. The market was down less than 1%. But yet, trade wars, this war, that war, China, Canada, NAFTA, what are they, nuts? The markets did nothing. The markets were down 300 or 400 on Tuesday, up 300 yesterday, and down 200. What's the big deal? I don't understand why we make this such a major crisis that, my God, the world is coming to an end. Right? The markets were down. It's not a big deal. Look, if you take a look at the VIX was only up 50 cents. Okay? Now, when it was up 75 cents, it was up 5%. It's up 50 cents. There's no fear to this market. This is a straight sell-off, profit-taking, end of the month, whatever you want to call it. That's what this is. There is nothing else to talk about here. The markets were pretty much dull. They whipped around a little bit, but they didn't do a heck of a lot. And that's really what we saw in the markets today. That's why we're observing, because we're in this consolidation range, churning back and forth, mean reverting, back and forth. So here we are, okay, markets were down, and the Dow got clobbered compared to the S&P. The Dow was down about 240. The S&P was only down 19 points. That's the wrong relationship for a down market. So everything just says that we're going to stay in this pattern. And if you look at the grain markets, the grains were flat to higher, lower. It depends how you looked at it. They didn't go anywhere. So if there's such concern about the trade war, why didn't they get pummeled? Yes, the meats got hammered, but they were up so much they deserve some profit taking. We texted out this morning that we would expect some selling pressure there. So again, I ask you, when did this become such a catastrophe? In the meantime, September bonds are up over 145. They closed down on the day. Okay, so there's another indication that there's not much fear. Crude oil got clobbered. Well, clobbered it's not a good word. I'm sorry. Crude oil was down about $1.30. Okay, not the end of the world. All right, gold was about flat. Nothing really to get overly excited about in this entire market. Okay, we're just kind of churning around, and you know, that's what we're looking for. We're looking to see this market give us a clue and give us a direction. So at the end of the day, let's see what the markets bring to us. We've got the jobs number in the morning. That can bring some action. But the rest of it is a bunch of nonsense. And to listen to these pundits try to make this into a major ordeal is really kind of frightening, that we actually listen to these who want to make this into a major problem. Again, the price action will tell you everything. That's all you need to know. The dollar was a little bit lower. The euro currency was whipping back and forth, had a lot of funny action. And it's getting probably ready to turn the other way, but we'll see. The dollar is due a sell-off. It made highs it hadn't seen for a while at 95, so it's pulling back a little bit. Again, this is all normal trading action. This is nothing to be concerned about. Bitcoin continues to be a little bit higher, but again, it seems like every asset class really is kind of stuck in these big margins. You know, the tech was very strong. The Russell was making new highs before it fell apart today. So, but really, again, the Russell is the strongest right now, which is the small caps, which has the least effect. If there is any effect from these trade war talks, then the Russells where people's money would go, which is why you would see a little bit of a rally. But you saw no panic in this market. You saw a very orderly sell-off, which did not bring in any major problems. And that's what we want to focus on. You have to block out the noise from everybody who's trying to tell you something, when the bottom line is money tells it all. The paper flow, the order flow, the trade tells you everything. So here we are, jobs tomorrow, that's the big number, okay? Now again, this will be very confusing, because if the job number is too good, then the market might assume that the Fed is going to raise rates faster, which would send the markets into a tailspin. The market's number is bad, that would mean that the Fed's going to stay in for longer, so it could create a rally. In the meantime, we're going to wait until it either breaks out to the upside and then comes back to support and gives us a chance to buy, or breaks to the downside, gives us a rally back into resistance and lets us sell it. In the meantime, the best trade right here for an investor and a longer-term trader, swing trader, is to wait till the market gives you direction. Otherwise, you'll drive yourself crazy going back and forth trying to figure out where we are. Bottom line is the markets were dull. That's really all we can talk about. They were lower. They didn't collapse. They didn't have any major selling. There wasn't a lot of volatility. That's what I see it, and this is Bubba's Daily Update. And of course, remember highschoolinvesting.com. If you want to help us out, we could sure use it. That's at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And don't forget, tonight starts the NBA Finals. Not that I really care, but I think that Golden State will win this battle for the series. I'm not going to look at individual games. I really have very little interest in it, but that is my prediction. Golden State wins in 5. In the meantime, don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day at LibertyTalk.fm, 4 to 5 Eastern. That's LibertyTalk.fm, the Bubba Show. We'll see you over the weekend with Bubba's Bottom Line and back on Monday with Bubba's Daily Update. Be careful with jobs. Have a great day tomorrow, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.